This is a short story of obedience. Back in 2022, I was preparing to go on a cruise, and I wanted it to be the last thing that I did because I saw the world going into a state of chaos, and I wanted it to be the last thing I do because the world was going further and further into chaos, and I was like, I know I won't be able to do something like this, but God did not want me to do it. As months went by, I literally started having dreams about the ship, the cruise that I was going to be on. And every single dream that I had, the ship was sinking. And I'm like, is this metaphorical? Is this literal? And then I started realizing it was literal because the story of Jonah. And when you look at the story of Jonah, he didn't want to go prophesy to Nineveh about the destruction of Nineveh. And God caused a storm to come to the ship, and people started casting lots trying to find out who was responsible because they knew it was somebody responsible on the boat that did not obey. And that just goes to show you, like, when you don't obey, you interrupt other people's lives. And that was me. If I would have got on that cruise, if I would have been disobeying God, and I would have interrupted so many people's lives. I mean, it looked like the way I saw in the spirit, God showed me it was like the Titanic. The ship was going down. So that was pretty terrifying to see, because had I kept going on that cruise, because when you in the spirit, sometimes you don't take things literal. Some things are figurative and parables, that God is trying to speak to you. But this was a literal thing. And I would have been held responsible for that, for a lot of people on that boat, if I would have kept going. So what did I do? I canceled that cruise so quick, got my money back, almost didn't get my money back. And I canceled all the excursions. I canceled the hotels that I booked in Jamaica. I put money up for for the hotels in Jamaica and everything. I canceled everything. It's not worth it, because I know that I would have regretted that. I probably wouldn't have came back home. I probably would have been dead. I probably would have drowned. God would have probably deemed me to be drowned or something, or put a judgment on my head to be drowned. I don't know how that would have ended up. I don't know if I would have ended up in a whale like Jonah. Jonah, that was what I experienced, and that is a warning to you for obedience and not to disobey. This is a short story of obedience. Back in 2022, I was preparing to go on a cruise, and I wanted it to be the last thing